Hey y'all, hope you guys are doing well. Lately I've been thinking about Luke chapter 9, 23 to 24, and this question comes to my mind, and that question is, how are you dying daily? And so that question stems from these couple verses, and it says, Then Jesus said to them all, Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it. But whoever loses their life for me will save it. And so I asked that question again, how are you dying daily? And what do I mean by dying? I mean to pick up your cross and deny yourself. And what that means is to refuse to give in to your fleshly, worldly desires, material desires. And so when we die daily, it's like you're dying to your inner self, your old self, so that you can allow Jesus to live and fulfill you with joy, with love, with truth, with everlasting life. And so I was reading in Philippians, and it says, Rejoice in the Lord. I will say it again, rejoice. And I noticed it says, Rejoice in the Lord. Not rejoice in fleshly desires, or rejoice in the materials or the worldly things, because those are temporary. And so, yes, we may have joy time and time here and there, but when we rejoice in the Lord, that joy can never be taken away from us. And so I asked that question, how are we dying? How are we dying for Christ? Because whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life will save it. And I just think about what areas in our lives do we need to die? And whether that's at work, and you have very little patience, so we need to die to having more patience and allowing Christ to fill you up. Or think about school, where we need to be disciplined and focused. I think about how often when we make decisions every day, does it reflect Christ? Or does it kind of look like you're self-centered and selfish or prideful? And so I just asked that question, what is it that we need to die today and this week? And we can only do this because Jesus did it for us. Jesus took up our punishment on the cross, and he died for all of our sins. And that is an incredible gift that he's given us. And he sets us free. And it's pretty ironic that in order to live, we must die to ourselves. But Jesus will fill us up with the most beautiful, amazing life that he gives us every day. And he does that out of his love for us. So in order to follow Jesus, we must die to ourselves daily. We must wake up every morning and choose to deny ourselves and to surrender our life to Jesus. Because when we do that, he gives us life. He gives us wisdom. He gives us an abundant amount of love, joy, peace, and rest. And so the challenge is, do we believe it? Do we trust in Him that He actually will give us life when we choose to surrender? And so that's our prayer for this week, is Lord, help us to die daily. So Jesus, help us to trust in You and to recognize that when we give our life to You, when we give our hearts and minds to You, that You fulfill us with Your love and Your joy and Your peace and Your rest. And I just pray that You would give us the strength to die daily, and that You would live in us and through us throughout the day. And thank You for this amazing life that You give us and the opportunities that You give us